They banned my solar panels, so I made them pay for every kilowatt they wasted. My house sits on a 1-acre corner lot at the south edge of Maple Ridge Estates, a quiet community of 50 homes built in the early 2000s. I'd installed my solar array 3 years before the HOA was even formed. 32 black panels, perfectly aligned on my south-facing roof. I spent $28,700 on that system, designed it myself, and watched my electric bills drop to almost nothing. It was my pride. Clean, silent, efficient. For years, no one cared. Then a new HOA president arrived. Her name was Denise Harper, a corporate consultant who'd recently downsized from the city. She wore pastel suits to morning walks and spoke about brand consistency like she was running a marketing firm, not a neighborhood. The first time she approached me, she squinted up at my roof and said, "Those panels don't really fit the aesthetic. You'll need to submit a modification request." I told her politely that the panels predated the HOA. She smiled like someone humoring a child. 2 weeks later, I came home from a weekend trip to find bright orange violation tags taped across my garage and a letter folded neatly in a plastic sleeve. The letter said the HOA had ordered removal of unapproved rooftop structures and that contractors had already begun preliminary compliance. I looked up and saw 2 panels missing, wires cut clean. Pieces of tempered glass glittered in the driveway. When I called Denise, she said, "We have to maintain property values. Solar just doesn't photograph well." I didn't argue. I took photos of everything, the damage, the tags, the letter. Then I called my installer, my lawyer, and the state energy office. The installer confirmed the panels were installed under the state's Solar Rights Act, which preempted any HOA interference. My lawyer's voice went flat. "That's a serious violation. Document everything." Denise's counter came through a week later, a letter from the HOA's attorney offering me a $1,000 goodwill payment if I signed a release and removed the rest of the system. I forwarded it to my lawyer and waited. When the state inspector arrived, he measured, photographed, and nodded slowly. They tampered with an active electrical system. That's a safety violation and a property rights breach. Within 10 days, the state issued a formal order. The HOA had to restore the system, cover all costs, and pay penalties totaling $47,000. I watched the electricians reinstall my panels under a gray morning sky while a state official took notes. Denise stood on the sidewalk, arms crossed, muttering about overreach. When she tried to appeal, the Energy Board dismissed it in 2 minutes. Now the panels gleam again, feeding power quietly into my meter. I consider revenge taken.